Hey guys.
Hey, so we are here for our Sunday sit down. And today our topic is
marriage and dating.
So dating your husband or wife.
Do you do it?
And if you do it, how often? So we want to kind of talk to you, just have an open discussion on, I guess, just what we do and what we think is helpful for our marriage. And
every marriage is different.
Of course. And we always have to put that little disclaimer in.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, so we would just like to share the things that we feel that we do that help our marriage. And just talk a little bit about that. And don't forget to comment below. We love the comments. We love the interaction.
We love hearing from you guys. We love, you guys give such good tips too. Even our last sit down that we did about the kids and their social media. It was cool to read all of your guys' comments and see how many of you, you do a lot of the same things we do, or you give us ideas for different things that maybe we're not doing. So it's really cool. We love the feedback. Love hearing from you guys.
Yeah, and then we also are open with our kids and we share with them hey, look, we're not as bad as you think we are.
Hey, look at all these comments. They agree with us.
Look what they do. Yeah, but so we just kind of let them know, hey, we're not alone as parents. It's nice for us to have these Sunday sit-downs and discussions with you guys because we're able to kind of see that we do have, we all support each other, whether we might have slightly differing views or rules. Overall, I think as parents, we kind of get each other, and that's what's awesome about reading your comments. And so we want to thank you guys for that.
What do we do?
What do we do?
What do we do?
I don't know about the do-do. Yeah. So, what we do, I would say we date. Obviously, I have a little more free time lately this past year, so we've been doing a lot more lunch dates.
Yes, we have.
Before that, we would really try to do at least one date night a week, and we've really been pretty consistent with that over the past, I'd say 9 years.
We have, and the thing with that though is, and the thing I know is hard for a lot of parents to get out and actually go on date nights, is sitters for the kids. Maybe you don't have family around that can help out, or any friends or things like that. But when we lived in California, we were able to do that because we had grandma to babysit. And then now...
Shout out to Grandma Blanca in the Doritos challenge.
That's right. You're crazy. Now I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, I do that a lot
and then now our kids are kind of old enough where Brayden can watch the kids and we'll, whatever. So it does make it a lot easier for us to go on dates. So I understand those of you where it's hard to get out and date. It's not always possible for everybody,
right,
to do it that often or really.
Yeah, but we make it a point. Even if, to be honest, even if Brayden wasn't able to, or even if my mom wasn't around, I'm pretty confident that we would probably find a babysitter and pay a babysitter at least once a week or at least every other week to have those date nights. That's
how important they are. To us, it's very important that we get out and we have our time together, because really it's us. Once the kids are out and moved out of the house, it's me and him, and we have to constantly make sure that we are just on the same page, make sure we rekindle that love.
So when we get back home, we need a date night, because it's funny because I've been getting on her nerves quite a bit this week.
He has, you guys, and I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, because that's marriage, right? We all kind of go through our moments. And here's the thing with Danny and I was thinking about it earlier today. I'm like, man, why is he getting on my nerves so bad? And I am positive that I have been on him too. But here's why. We are together all the time. More so than probably most couples, because he works from home. So we are always together. And then, so this whole trip, we've been together. And I'm going to just say, even though we have these little all right, seriously, I'm going to punch you in the face moments, they don't last long. And for as much time I feel that we are together, it should be a lot worse, I feel like.
Yeah, we kind of, I don't know, I think we kind of laugh it off a little bit. Or at least I do. And that might irritate her even more.
Like, boom!
And I'm like, so.
Not fast enough.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I do get on her nerves.
And I get on yours.
Yes.
At times.
Sometimes, not very often.
No, I think it's bound to happen in any marriage. I think we all kind of do that, rolling our eyes like, seriously. But I think as much as we're together, it probably should happen more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? Like, and a lot of it too is, as parents, like when we're here on vacation with the kids alone, we tend to have our focus on the kids a lot.
Oh yeah.
So we almost have a tendency to get pulled away a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So that's why, like I said, like when we get back home, it's like we need a date night.
Yeah.
Because we just need to have our time to kind of talk about the vacation, how we think it went, you know, just things like that, how we felt the kids interacted, you know, who we saw kind of connected with each other. There's things we talk about on our date nights, even about this vacation.
It always ends up, we always end up talking about the kids. I think that's going to be forever. Like, yeah. Every time we're on our dates,
That's
it's
true.
like the kids always, it's always about the, I mean, they're our life. So really that's what we end up talking about.
Yeah.
But I think it's this like, you know how it is, like when you have either little kid, whatever, any size kids, but like vacation, I feel like is I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
I think the vacation's good for the family. Like, it's good for us to have connections with certain kids throughout the vacation. It's good, but I think we get the short end of it, to be honest. And
because we're so busy trying to figure out like what's gonna be fun for the kids and what are we gonna do, and like it's just always hustle and bustle, and you know, we're like, okay, let's get this, let's do this, and I'm like packing and doing all these different things, and it's like it can be stressful.
Yeah. But
it's super fun, and like, I don't get me wrong, I love our vacations, but it's definitely a lot of like, hey, can you help me with this? Can you do this? Can you do it? Like, we gotta go,
Yeah.
we gotta do this, you know, so it does tend to get to create, and that's at home sometimes too, even like, you know, soccer Saturdays when things are crazy. It just, you tend to like take it out on, you know, the person that's closest to you.
And so that's why it's extremely important that we have those regular date nights. And I think that something else that I think is good that we've done throughout the years, but we've also have not done, I think, half as much as I think we should, is that's even like, say, a prayer at night together.
Yes.
We should do that, and we've done it before, and it's always great because I feel like we just kind of get on the same page at night, you know, and then we can start the next day great, but we don't do it as often.
Yeah, we need to do it more. We do family prayer every night. We try to sit down. I mean, given there's some nights where it's crazy busy, but we try to do family prayer every single night. And then we have our individual prayers. But to pray as a couple. A couple's prayer is so important because it connects you on that spiritual level. And we don't do that as much as I would like to. We maybe it's probably because we're falling asleep, or I don't know. We just don't. Maybe we have to think about that more. But
and it also definitely, like, kind of helps us, you know, for that moment, open up about some things that are on our mind that we want to actually pray about.
Yeah.
And usually you pray about kind of like the most important things, and so if we haven't told each other, or if there's something on our mind, it allows us to kind of connect on that level, you know, spiritually about those things, and just kind of, you know, follow up throughout the week. Hey, how's that going? How's this going? How's that going? It gets us on a different communication level.
And the thing is too, God is just as much part of our relationship as us. It's us too, and
for us.
Yeah, for us. That's how we view it. So prayer is definitely something that I feel like reconnects us, and
and then also from the dates and then prayer, we also have special like weekend getaways that we have throughout the year. This year we were kind of bad on it, and just because of schedules, but normally my birthday, Tina's birthday, Valentine's Day,
And we kind of mix
anniversary.
Valentine's Day and anniversary together,
Yeah.
but we'll go to California, and Danny's mom, Grandma Blanca, amazing, will
Take the kids for the weekend.
we'll take the kids for the weekend and let us just go, and we feel extremely blessed for those weekends. Those are some of my favorite memories with him because, like I said before, it's honestly going to be what it's going to be like once the kids are moved out. It's going to be me and him.
Yeah, we eat. We go to the movies. We eat.
No, we shop.
Shop, eat, go
And
to
we
the movies,
shop
and
after
eat.
we eat, and then I feel like I'm a million pounds.
But it's the best,
not
and it's
what
almost like everything is rekindled over, and you're like, all right, this is what it's about. You know, like,
yeah,
this is why we're together. This is what, you know, the love is just like rekindled, and it's in literally like 2 days. Like, it's just fresh.
yeah,
And so we try to do that like 3 times a year.
yeah.
I would say, and it helps a lot. And we go to the same place, we eat at the same restaurants.
We do.
And it's literally, it's the best. We go to the Burbank, the Langham Hotel, no, not Burbank, Pasadena. The Langham Hotel in Pasadena it's awesome.
It's amazing.
It's the best. It's
yeah.
like our sanctuary, like where we go away and we just kind of just get refreshed. And
Yeah. No, and that is nice. That is definitely a relationship picker-upper.
Yeah, for sure. So, what do you guys do?
Yeah.
You know, let us know, because there's probably some things that we can learn, some things we can incorporate into our relationship, into our marriage. You know, but those are some pretty standards, you know, standard things. Regular date nights, evening prayer, weekend getaways. Anything else? I mean,
Yeah, you know, and it could be almost just as simple as like one of my favorite memories is with him is hiking, just going and hiking behind our house together and just talking and enjoying nature and I don't know, just being together and just, you know, even just the simple things like sitting down, listening to a podcast together or whatever, like just even those little things I feel like help.
Yeah, she's big on hiking. I'm big on podcasts.
He loves podcasts.
Yeah, I
He's
like
huge.
listening to self-help stuff, whatever. But I think that's important that even though I know she's not totally into it and I'm not totally into hiking, like if you just get out of your own little box and put your spouse's interests kind of first for a little bit at times, I think it definitely strengthens things. And then you never know, like you might end up liking like, you know, you might start liking hiking. You might start liking hiking.
Liking hiking.
That sounded weird.
You're a poet.
Yeah. Or you might end up starting to like podcasts or whatever. I mean, you start to gain, your interests start to become, you know,
You start to
intertwined.
love what they love.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what marriage is about, I feel like.
And I think we've kind of done that. There's a lot of things that she's brought into the marriage and things I brought into the marriage, and they become, you know, our own. You know, we like them equally. And so, yeah. And like I said, we're not perfect.
No.
This vacation week.
It's been awesome. It's been so much fun.
It's been tough. We've been kind of at it, and we don't put it on the vlog because we've made it a point for the vlog that we are only going to put positive and uplifting things, and not that we're being fake, because that it is what it is. Like right now, we're totally fine.
Yeah.
You know, but there are times when you're just like
any marriage. Yeah, like seriously, yeah.
Serious.
When
When I'm driving, and she's like, stop.
I am the worst when he's driving. I get paranoid though. And he's kind of a driver.
Yeah, so.
But it's just little things like that. I have found that like, I just taught a lesson in church that I feel like has really helped me, and it was on gratitude. And I talked about how just showing gratitude for your spouse, how important that is, because if you're looking at the things that you're grateful for that your spouse is bringing to the table, then it's going to be much harder to be critical of them. So I try to take those little things that annoy me about him and just try to...
There's quite a bit.
Yeah, there is not. There's not. But I try to just take those little things and think about the bigger things. You know, he's a good dad. He's a good husband. He's, you know, driven and just, he's an amazing guy. So these little tiny things are honestly nothing. Like literally the driving or the little weird comments he makes sometimes.
Today was a tough day. We got shut down like everywhere we went.
Oh.
Went to one movie theater, they were sold out. Went to another movie theater, sold out. We went to another one and we were like only the first 2 rows and we're like, ugh, just watch it. Then we went to a restaurant.
No, we went to the temple, to try to go look at the lights, and we couldn't find parking, and it was just
and everyone had to stop to go to the bathroom.
Everyone had to stop. We literally had to stop at a random hotel because there was no gas stations, and everyone had to go to the bathroom. It was literally one of those nights that it was just so stressful and just.
And then I don't know, as parents, have you ever had this happen where things are all stressful, and then one kid gets scolded from one of us? So say I scold someone. As the other parent, you never like hearing the other parent scold. It just kind of bothers. That's how we've kind of communicated on this. So if I'm scolding someone, she doesn't like it. She's like, and then if she's scolding someone, I don't like it.
Yeah.
So then if we both are scolding different kids, we're both kind of like in the back of our heads, kind of like, why are you so hard on them? You know, like chill out.
Yeah.
And then it kind of creates this little tension
divide
between us.
Yeah.
And so it was just chaotic today, but that's why she's like, what should we talk about? And I'm like, marriage.
Marriage is a good one.
Because I think like even talking this out right now, it does bring us closer.
It does.
So I was like, that's got to be the topic for today. It can't be this, can't be that. It's got to be this. And not only do we get to share this with you guys, it helps us, and we're definitely looking forward to the input you guys are going to give us. So.
Yeah, no, and I just feel like, I mean, I wouldn't want to go through it with anybody else. I know as corny as that sounds, but it's true though. Like, as much as you can get at each other's throat, I feel like he's just as much. Why am I getting emotional? That's stupid. No, but he's just as much like he's my team, you know, and I just feel like he's my partner. And so no matter what we're going through, I know he has my back. And I know that I have his back.
Yes. So speaking of having my back, I do believe her.
Oh my goodness.
Because there was a time where, like, in the soccer season, a parent in the middle of the game came up to me, Elijah's team, and literally got in my face and was like, "What are you doing? Why are you always playing your kid? What is it? You're not putting my kid in equal time." And I was like, oh my
went
gosh.
off in the middle of the soccer game while he's coaching, while all the parents are watching, like totally flipped out.
Yeah, and so
flipped out.
There's 4 kids play at a time, and I have 7 kids on the team, so I can't go 4 and 4. If I switch them out 4 and then 3, one kid's always going to stay in, and there's 2 kids that are better on the team, and Elijah happens to be one of them, and another kid, I won't mention his name, but the other kid as well. So I have Elijah and that one kid play more, and they literally, those 2, they score every game. And everyone else, what we do is we literally have Tina or Ashlyn on the sideline keeping track. Every 5 minutes I rotate the groups. And so the dad came and just got in my face. Oh my gosh.
This has been the same rotation, mind you,
the whole season.
The entire season.
And this was the last game, and I guess that he had his family come to watch the son, which if they would have told me, I would have played him more, whatever. But got in my face, and so I'm like, what the heck? And I'm not very confrontational, but if I get my buttons pushed, then I might like lose it. And so he's in my face, whatever. I just kind of, not really blow him off, but kind of talk back, but at the same time, I'm still trying to coach.
Yeah. And
so he goes back and sits down, and then all of a sudden I see Tina run over and gets in his face, and what is it? And I was like, holy crap. And I'm looking, and then I'm trying to coach because I've got kids on the field. I don't want them to see 2 parents, the coach and a parent arguing. And so it was crazy, but she definitely has my back.
Yeah.
And I love her for it. And I know that if there's any time of situation, if there's ever a situation that calls for someone to have my back, I know she'll be the first to jump out, regardless of how she may come across to others, because I know that we're kind of quiet or nice and happy all the time. And
we are.
That was a side of us that I don't think everyone just kind of like got quiet.
And I don't get like that very often, but like you mess with like him or my kids, that'll pull it right out of me. I saw red and I was like, because I know like he's a fair guy. I mean, we could have a whole vlog on this entire episode that happened, because I was so upset that guy acted that way towards him. But
she has my back.
I have his back.
Yes.
And he's got mine.
Yes.
So
I do have hers.
At the end of the day, no matter what, we know that about each other. We love each other, and we just try to incorporate those or instill those principles into our marriage as much as we can, because I think those are the things that strengthen it.
And we and another thing, I was just thinking about it right now, that we've done, and I think we can do. There's always room for improvement.
Always.
We can always do things more. But I think serving together,
Yes.
whether you serve as a family or serve as a couple, go do things where you kind of get outside of yourself and serve other people. And I think that could definitely strengthen your
That's
marriage.
huge.
And I think we could do that even more than we already do. But there's nothing that feels, well, not nothing, but it always feels good after you serve someone. And especially if they're not even a family member and you can be of service to someone, it's awesome. So imagine doing that with your spouse.
And experiencing that together, that just strengthens.
Brings you
and
closer.
there's been many opportunities where we've served with other people, and I always say, like, those people that you serve with, I mean, you're just bond automatically, because you're experiencing something so great together.
So do that with your spouse. That can only, I feel, can only strengthen.
Oh, for
strengthen you as a couple. So that's where we're at. Thank you so much for this Sunday sit down. I know we're just kind of winging it. We don't even come in. We just come in. We're like, all right, let's just go with it.
We're just gonna talk about it. So hopefully it's
okay.
nice. I like talking about it. It's kind of fun.
It's
but
fun.
Hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah. So let us know your insight. Also, if there's any topics you would like us to talk about and give our 2 cents on, let us know, and then we can definitely do it. And
for our next sit down Sunday.
Yeah. 2 quick subscribers of the week. We've got a channel that I really like. I think they're fairly new, but I really like them. It's the TIU Review.
They are awesome.
Yeah,
guys.
young couple, and they're just out there giving reviews, out there traveling. They do a lot of awesome editing. Go check them out.
Is amazing.
Yeah, great personalities. Just go check them out. The TIU Review. We'll put their link in our description, and make sure to click on it and go subscribe to them.
Okay, so our other one is HTK, amazing family, awesome kids, and she's just, I really like her. She's so real, just down to earth, kind of just says it how it is, and it's so refreshing to see that, and just super positive and uplifting and just awesome.
It's always nice to find other channels where you can relate to, and so
they're one of those channels.
And the other one, we're gonna go 3 this week.
Ooh, I didn't even know this. Wow.
I'm just going off the top of my head because there was comments earlier.
Should we go for 5?
Oh, sure. No, but 3. We're gonna go Table for 7 again.
Oh,
Table for 7. They're literally at 200 subs. And I commented
200 something, I think.
Yeah, I commented, and I'm like, awesome, 1 more for 200, and they're like, yeah, we get to 200 and then it comes back off. So you know what? Go and subscribe. We need 5 of you, or 10 of you, or 20 of you. Go subscribe to Table for 7. Give them that support. They're awesome. They're
you guys,
so
honestly,
positive.
They really, really are. I call her my YouTube bestie, because she literally is just real, down to earth. I guess I connect with those kind of people that are down to earth. But love her kids. Her and her husband are so cute. I just love that channel. So you guys, make sure you go check out all 3 of those channels, because they are all awesome and amazing.
They will be on our channel page under subscribers of the week. We'll put all 3. You can go click to them or check in our descriptions and click to them as well. So I just want to say thank you, and don't forget, choose your day.
Yeah.